you will see that there are synchronistic happenings occurring all the time. When you see synchronistic numbers such as 222, 1717, 111, when you see these patterns, these numbers that you often seem to become aware of throughout your day, every day, or almost every day. For me, for example, it's 1717. I see this often. And 111, but most people are in tune with that frequency. When you see these numbers, these synchronistic numbers, what should you do? Is it a sign that an angel is speaking to you? Is it a sign that you need to take action? I suggest to you, my friend, all you need to do is say thank you. Why? Reality, which encompasses the universe, which encompasses the mind, which encompasses ideas, which encompasses concepts, numbers, letters, words, music, movement. Reality is always working from its perspective, if it was a being, perfectly. For example, if you are happy, that emotion of happiness will not be restricted. It will arise, it will appear. Of course, one can restrict the happiness by forcing the happiness down, suppressing the happiness. But the very arising of happiness will come. If you want to look to the left, you can just look to the left. Of course, providing you don't have a stiff neck or something. What I'm trying to say is everything that you do will happen. Everything that you can't do will not happen. But that's also a happening of not happening, if that makes sense. So let's say you did want to look to the left, but you couldn't for whatever reason. Reality allowed that experience to be that you cannot look to the left. The mind, of course, might have other ideas. I want to do this, I want to do that. But reality allows every single possibility, both so-called good, both so-called bad. Everything is always in sync. It's just hard to see when you have a biased mind, when you have desires for something. I want this. Well, you might want that object, that dream, but not have it currently. So the mind could say, oh no, life is terrible. But on the other hand, the experience of you not having it is working well. I know that may sound very down, but again, it only sounds down for the mind. The experience of not having something is working well. The experience of having something when you have something is working well. The experience of you looking left is working well. The experience of you being restricted to not being able to look left, oh no, I can't look left, is working well. Everything is always working well from realities, from the largest perspective's point of view. It's only because of our mental conditioning do we set, of course, barriers and restrictions on reality. When we make things personal, which is totally fine, we're supposed to a certain extent. But essentially, reality is impersonal. And that's why the law of attraction doesn't work for so many people, because they think their ego is the one who's supposed to allow for the manifestation to occur. I've done a video on law of attraction already. You can watch that if you like. So when you get synchronistic numbers or synchronistic happenings, maybe it's not numbers, maybe you simply said to yourself, I like birds, and then a bird flew right past your face. You said to yourself, I don't have much money, and then you found lots of money in your back pocket, or even a little bit in your back pocket. Synchronicity. Even me saying that word wrong was a beautiful example of reality allowing for that experience for me to say the word wrong. Synchronicity, that's the word, synchronicity. You see, when this happens, just say thank you. Why? Because it's reality, what you truly are, the source, what you truly are, reminding the extension of yourself, which is the ego, the personality, that you are in alignment. That reality is always working as it's supposed to. That to allow things to be, one must flow with life. That ego guy tries to move life, but the ego guy is also a part of the flow. So when the ego guy, the ego mind, tries to do something, it doesn't realize all it has to do is flow. It's never the driver. It seems as though it is. It seems as though the ego, the mind, the thoughts are the ones making decisions. But no, it's coming from a deeper place. It's coming from reality itself. Everything works together for the experience of you to have this thought right now that you just had. Or the attention that you just had, that moment that we both had. Everything conspired for this moment to happen and for this moment to happen. Wow, all of reality. So when you get these signs of synchronicity, just say thank you, because it reminds you that you are in tune with the universe. When you are living with your ego mind for long periods of time, it's easy to forget that you are literally the universe. You are in tune. You're always in tune. It just seems as though you are not sometimes when you're living in your ego mind. And that's the life journey, to try and detach from the ego mind's beliefs, desires, and not take them to be fundamental to your being. They are fundamental to the ego's existence, the personhood, which is fine. The ego needs money, the ego needs food, that's fine. But on a deeper level, what you truly are is non-physical, pure consciousness, which doesn't need any food, doesn't need any money. But of course, we are all playing the role of at least two experiences. The experience of being pure, the pure self, and the experience of being a limited entity, which of course we need to recognize that we are the pure self too. So yes, thank you. Just say thank you. 1111, 11111. Thank you. Oh, 1717. I keep seeing it on the clock. Thank you. I am an extension of source. I am never at a distance from it. Thank you for that reminder. Thank you for telling me, reminding me, showing me, painting the picture for me to see that when I let go of control, reality was showing me that everything is always working perfectly. It's just the mind wants certain things to happen in a certain way. Sometimes, of course, we do have to use our ego mind to push back, to create things, to start things, and kickstart things, of course. It was my ego mind that said, let's make a video. But then I let what comes out to come out, just let it flow. So the ego mind is not a bad thing, as I always say. Ego is not bad. It's just not what you essentially are. It's an extension of what you essentially are, but it's not what you essentially are. Just as if you was wearing shoes, some Nike Air Jordans, yeah, they're cool and everything, but it's not what you essentially are. They get attention, but it's not essentially what you are. People might identify you as the person with those cool sneakers, as cool trainers, but it's still not essentially what you are. People might identify you as the ego, your cool personality, but it's still not essentially what you are. They might identify you with your stinky personality, but it's still not essentially what you are. So yes, I didn't want to make a long video. I just want to remind you to say thank you when you see synchronistic happenings, when you're aware of synchronistic happenings. It's just a reminder from reality, the universe, whatever level you want to, whatever word you wish to label, pure reality, pure consciousness. It's just a reminder from the source of you. Try and visualize it at the back of your head to the extension of you, which is the mind. A reminder that you are literally the universe. All is one. When you release control on the ego mind, you will see that there are synchronistic happenings occurring all the time. It's always in synchronistic appearance. Everything is literally perfect. If there's pain, it's perfectly pain. You have no doubt that it's pain. If it's happiness, it's perfectly happiness. You have no doubt that it's happiness. I know it might sound very simplistic, but the truth is quite simple. And what one can take from this in order to understand the benefit of understanding this is the more you release control over life and let life just guide you, flow you down the stream of pure reality, the less stress you will have, my friend. The more you will be able to spot the synchronistic happenings that are always trying to help you back into truth, back into love. Why love? Well, let's think about it. The essence of you, I suggest to you, is another word for it, love, pure consciousness. Pure love as in that which just allows, unconditional. That's another word for it. Now, when you're experiencing pure love, unconditional love, how do you feel? You feel wonderful, right? You feel amazing. How do you feel when you're experiencing pure hate, frustration, anger, anxiety? Of course, it doesn't feel good because that's a distortion of your pure, loving, peaceful nature. So life is always trying to bring you back to that. When you rest, you're in that. So when you rest your attention, your control, it's much easier to live from a place of pure love and have synchronistic happenings happen to you and guide you into a beautiful life. It doesn't negate the fact that, of course, sometimes you have to use your ego. I just have to say that to make that clear. Sometimes you have to fight in life, of course. Whether mentally, physically, sometimes we have to get out of a situation. I mean, if a grizzly bear is attacking you, you're going to have to fight back or run away. That's very egoic, but it's, essential in that moment. I don't know if a grizzly bear understands Advaita Vedanta. So the key is to try and live as pure source, but with as much as one can, but without negating the ego's role as well. If you like the video, please like the video. Also, if you want to wish me a happy birthday, today is actually my birthday. You can do so. You can leave a comment. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day or evening, my fellow expressions of consciousness. Peace. Yay, birthday video.